Hey artists, today we're going to take magazine pieces and we're going to glue them to our paper and try to draw the other half with colored pencils. Follow along with me and I'll show you all the steps. Okay, to get started, you're going to go through a bunch of magazines and try to find, I've got these half sheets and we're going to think about what it would look like. I'm just going to grab a couple of them here to draw the other half or the missing piece. So if you wanted to do a person, like maybe I wanted to do this picture, I would glue this down where I'd like it. And then I would be focusing on how would I draw the other half of her face, the other half of her mouth, where would her eye go, her hair, what might be happening on this side of the paper. So we glue this down and then your job is to complete the picture. This would probably be more complicated because it is a person. A landscape would probably be the least complicated. You could put it in the middle of your paper and you could finish it from side to side. Or you could have it on the edge here and then just finish the half. It's going to be up to you how you complete your picture. But if I were to glue this one down, I could imagine, okay, well here the mountains come over here, and I just kind of start drawing what I imagine the other half would look like. I see this tree line here, so then I might draw the trees, a big tree here, whatever I imagine. Here's the water. Maybe I think this goes into like a bigger water area, and then there's the grass. And then I would go with my colored pencils and I would work on completing this by adding in the blue of the water, the clouds in the sky, and I would finish this with my colored pencils. I could also choose an animal or an insect. I feel like butterflies are great because we know they're very symmetrical. Anything on this side, I'm gonna see on this side too. I think right now I'm gonna choose the dog. So the first thing you're gonna do is choose which one you want to complete. The second thing is you're gonna decide where you want it. Am I gonna have the dog here and extend my picture here? I think I'm gonna glue him right there. So with my glue stick, I go around here. Perfect. And we're just using a half sheet of drawing paper. We don't want it to be a huge drawing, because it's really not a huge picture. Okay, got that glued down. And now with my pencil, I am going to try to imagine what's going on with this little nosy here. So I'm like, well, there's the rest of his nose. And then I'm going to imagine maybe his ear comes up like this. And you're just kind of finishing what you imagine the picture's gonna look like. So I'm like, okay, I think the other half of his face might be like that. Maybe his little mouth comes over like this. And I'm like, okay, if his eye's here, I think the other eye would be about here. And then I'm gonna fill that in. Give him a little eyebrow here. Now I'm looking at his cheek. Well, if this cheek kind of goes up, I'll go this way too. Now this might not be what the other half of the picture looks like because I'm just imagining what I think it would look like. I see there's a little fuzzy hair here. I'm gonna give him some little fuzzy furs here. Looks like it gets a little dark there. Perfect. Then I see the ground down here. Here's where his back probably comes through. I bet maybe he has a paw coming down here. So maybe I'll have his little paw sticking out. And then I've got all these leaves down here. So I kind of draw the leaves coming up. And I'm feeling pretty good about my little picture. just imagining what is on the other half. Okay, now comes the more important part, adding the color. So I have imagined what I think the other half of this dog looks like. My next job is to take the colored pencils and start adding in that color. Well, I see he's got some browns, some kind of dark browns here. And I'm gonna take my pencil and try to make some of that furry texture. This is not gonna be a rush. This is gonna take us some time imagining and working on our drawing. All right. Here's some black, because his fur is pretty dark. So I'm gonna add some darker here to get that fur going. Then I also see lots of like yellow down here in the leaves. So I might put some yellow leaves down here. Now it's really up to you to just kind of take your time and add in what you think the other half of your picture would look like. I see lots of different shades of orange and pink and yellow down here for the leaves. And I notice they're not really defined, so I'm just kind of putting the shapes. And I'm going to try to just keep this picture going, but on this half. I could go back and work on that little nosy nose. His nose is so dark, my pencil might not even get quite that dark, but I'm gonna try my best. Hey, that's not half bad. All right, we're just gonna keep up coloring and working on filling in the other half. All right, using colored pencil, I just kept adding some color to the other side. It does not look exactly like the magazine, but that's the whole point, is we get to show our own version of how we would complete the picture. And I think it turned out really good. I cannot wait to see the other half pictures that you create.